Better say good morning, Mark, and good morning from Rhode Island.
Morning.
I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. I'm trying to log in.
Yeah, I don't see it yet.
Don, you sure you still want to do this? Until- No, what I'm saying is we had a discussion about how hectic it could be sometimes.
I know you kind of opened Pandora's box for me and got me thinking about it. I'm like, don't be a wuss, you can do it. So then I started asking Bruno about it. I mean, I'm definitely down to get trained up on it if he wants to send me the equipment.
And real quick, Mark, you're streaming TikTok separate? Okay, so I'm gonna toggle on TikTok because it's turned off, so I'm gonna turn it on, but I'll wait for you to get the whole thing going. Okay. Let's see if it takes it. Hopefully it goes through. Sending data. And we are live. We're live on TikTok. Yep.
Okay.
All right, let's see what we got going on. We got her going on now. All right. All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of American Dreams Trading's Stock Education and Training Program. This is an outreach of American Dream Trading, which was founded by, is owned by, is managed by, is run by, is incorporated into a legal corporation by Chad Christian, who we affectionately call Coach. And we call him Coach because he helps us navigate the muddy waters of everything investing, such as stocks, stock options, crypto, and Mark's personal favorite, futures. Go futures! Anyway, Coach is not able to be with us today, and my name is Mark McC. I'm filling in for Coach this morning. Glad to have you all here today. The record does show that when Mark fills in for Coach, that our members, paid members, tend to have account-changing days. Proof's in the pudding is all I can say. It ain't bragging if you can back it up. So we'll see what the market will give us today, and we'll take what from the market what is ours. We don't care whether the market goes up. We don't care whether it goes down or even if it goes sideways, because Coach has trained us how to make money when the market goes up, how to make money when the market goes down, and even how to make money when the market goes sideways in a channel. So you can get this training by joining American Dream Trading. We are a education and trading program. We are not a call-out group. We will never tell you to buy ABC now and sell ABC now. We don't do that. Number one, we're not a licensed financial advisor, so as such, we can never give you financial investment or tax advice. Anybody that's on the interwebs that does that is breaking the law. Be very wary of somebody telling you to buy now and sell now if they're not licensed financial advisors. Anything you see on our screen is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Never mirror anything you see on my screen. And man, are we getting a monster pull in the market right now. There's getting ready here for the market open. I'm looking at everything just plummeting right now. So anyway, market has not opened yet. We still have about 25 minutes left before the actual market open. So if this is your first time being with us today, make sure you click that subscribe. share, like, and turn on your notification buttons so that you don't miss any of our upcoming broadcasts. So glad to have you with us today. Hopefully you'll learn a little bit here. Again, this is just the tip of the iceberg of what we do here at American Dream Trading. Our paid members are trained up to 12 hours per day, starting on a live Zoom call as early as 4 a.m. through 4 p.m. And we also train for our VIP members and our Diamond members on Saturdays and Sundays. We have 7-day-a-week live Zoom call training for our paid members. Who else does that? Nobody else does that. Nowhere in the entire universe, not just the Earth, not just the galaxy, the entire universe. Nobody does what we do here at American Dream Trading. Glad you could be here today. Let's get a little bit of this, let's get a little bit of salesmanship here. Let me tell you about some of the promotions we have, because when Coach is away, Bruno will play, and Bruno likes to give the farm away. Right, paid members, Bruno likes to give the farm away when Coach is away. Let me tell you about a few of them. We have our Diamond Lifetime Membership. This is going away at the end of the year, the last day of December, which is, oh, this is December, never mind. At the end of the month, this is going, the Diamond Lifetime Memberships for $5,000 are going away. So you want to get those. We were going to end it at Thanksgiving, but by popular demand, Coach, in his soft heart of his, decided to go ahead and let people get it into the end of the year. So you need to grab them now. You will not be able to buy the Diamond Lifetime memberships starting January 1. So if you've been sitting on the fence, it gets very uncomfortable sitting on the fence. You either got to get off the fence or jump in. You choose. You don't want to be coming January 1st looking back and say, if I only had. And I would add, if I only had a brain, I would be buying the Diamond membership. It's a one-time payment of $5,000. That includes all of our memberships. That includes trading in stocks, stock options, crypto, futures, includes all of our a la carte items that we have, excluding one-on-ones with Coach and David. Those are separate. So you can find those details over on our website, which is American Dream Trading. So make sure you check that out. If you would purchase each and every one of those lifetime memberships and all the a la carte things that we have to offer that you can buy, it would be over a $50,000 value. Not only that, it also grants you immediate access to any future products that we develop over time. And if you know Coach, he's an innovator. He can see how he wants to grow this company in the future. He's always thinking ahead, always planning. The wheels is always turning in that guy's head. The hamster wheels going in his head all the time, nonstop. He probably don't even sleep. That's how much he thinks about ADT and everything and what he can do for the paid members. So that Diamond membership will also include any future products that we will release. You're automatically included in that at no additional cost. So head on over there and get that right now. While you're there, you will need our free Discord for any of our memberships. Excuse me. Because that's where we post our live daily Zoom training links. And you'll need to have our free Discord to be able to click on that link to get into our Zoom training each and every day. We also have our yearly VIP or futures membership that if you purchase it by the year, if you would purchase an annual membership, we will throw in 1 year of VIP Gold or Futures of VIP membership. That's a heck of a deal. We also have our free, absolutely free for up to 7 days. We have 3 programs that you can get a 7-day free trial. We have our premium membership, which is our base membership. That gets you live training and trading with Coach and the other trading moderators starting at 8:45 a.m. each and every morning. We have our crypto membership, which they have a live Zoom training and trading together at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday nights. And by looking at the clock on my wall, today is Wednesday, so if you grab that 7-day free trial for crypto, you can get into live Zoom training tonight and get your mind blown on what we really do here tonight at 7:15. Bucko and Chris do a heck of a job over there, as I'll do all the other crypto members. They just love it, and it'll blow your mind. Grab that 7-day crypto membership right now and join in the live Zoom training tonight at 7:15 p.m. And we also have the one that's the most near and dear to my heart, because that's what I love the most, and that's what I trade all day long, is futures. We also have the 7-day trial on our futures program. We start training and trading at 8:30 a.m. together on a live Zoom call as a group. Now, of course, futures trades 23 hours a day, but we actually have a live Zoom call from 8:30 a.m. Eastern. Crypto trades 24/7, so don't miss out on any of those. That or the premium. Those and all that information can also be found on our website, American Dream Trading. We also have, what else do we have? That's it. I covered them all, I believe. Did I not, Bruno? I think so. I think I got them all. All right, so head on over there. I don't know why you aren't grabbing them free ones. People get behind, come and look and see what's behind the curtain. Absolutely free. And by the way, those free 7-day trials in the premium, the crypto, and the futures, you get the full benefits of a paid membership during your free trial. You get access to all the live Zoom call training. Where you can open up your mic and ask questions. You also get access to all the Discord channels. Every membership that we have has its own paid members Discord channel. Free members, you aren't seeing much. You might get in there and say, well, there ain't that much in this Discord. Well, that's right, because you are only able to access the free section. Paid membership has its privileges, and I will not apologize for that. Those who want to invest in themselves, invest in their education to learn how to do this day trading, long-term trading, swing trading, whatever, trading options, there are special privileges for that. And every membership level has its own Discord channel. So crypto, they're all hanging out in the crypto channel, talking about everything crypto news, you name it, they're all hanging out together. Premium members, you can't see the crypto channel. Future members, you can't see the crypto channel. You have to have the crypto, and so on and so forth. The same way with futures. If you have a futures membership, if you don't have a futures membership, you can't see the futures. However, if you get that diamond membership, which is our all-inclusive, you get access to every single channel. And I haven't counted them lately. Last time I counted them, I'm sure it was probably close to, 50 different channels or something? I don't know. I haven't counted it. I don't want to spout a number I don't really know the answer to. So anyway, grab them memberships now. Get in there and get our Discord. It is absolutely free. It always has been free. It always will be free. We're not charging you $9.95 a month for a Discord. All right? So get in there, check that out today. All right, let's take a quick walk around the block here and see what's going on here. The markets did take quite a big pull here at the open. Well, not at the open, before the open, sorry. At 9 o'clock, there was a big sell-off here. Look at SPY just plummet. It dropped over 3 points right there alone. They all pretty much followed suit. Apple had also pulled back. So AMD, let's look at the chips. Yeah, the whole entire market's pulled back, right? Now, what happened? What might have caused that? Was there news? Well, if you were a paid member, you would already known what that news was this morning, and this would not have surprised you. As a matter of fact, I go so far as to say our members capitalized on that financially. What was the news? Well, it had to do with payrolls, ADP, which is the largest payroll check distributor in the country. They reported lower than expected numbers on checks that they issued, right? And is that a precursor to unemployment numbers that are about to come out? Is that a precursor to the Fed's decision of what they might want to do with the interest rates? Is that that's next week, I believe. All these things, all these economic news cycle releases are important. And as you can see, they reacted negatively to those news. So doesn't mean that's where the market's going to stay, but it was a significant economic news release. So you need to know that. We really emphasize news and news events here at American Dream Trading so that our members can capitalize on it if they want to make those plays. Now it's up to each member what plays they want to make. We don't tell somebody go buy something because, oh, here's the news, go buy this. No, we don't do that. We're not a call-out group. But we do train you to develop the skills that you can use to help decide whether this is a good trade or a bad trade, when to get in a trade, when to get out of a trade, how to use your indicators, how to chart, what does all this stuff on my chart here that you see mean, what do I do with all that information? Takes time. It's not easy. You got to put in the work, you got to put in the effort, you got to put in the sweat equity. There's pain involved in learning. You lose money, tell me you don't have pain, right? I can tell you, you will have a visceral reaction the first time you lose money in a trade. It's totally different than paper trading. So come and get to training. Don't be trying to get the cart before the horse. So many people want to join something and start the funder account and throw money at the market and hope it sticks. That's the surest way to wreck your account and be bankrupt on your trading account and say, well, I tried it once, it wasn't for me. Well, you're probably right if you didn't want to go the way we teach you, right? Coach emphasizes, don't even fund an account when you get our memberships. We don't want you to even start trading. We want you to train first. Then you can start paper trading. We don't even want you paper trading when you join. We want you to listen, take notes. Listen, take notes. After you listen for a while, start asking questions, and then the things will start making sense to you. And as you develop your training, whatever, everybody learns at their own pace. There's no set time how long this could take. Everybody, we've had one person come in here and made $1 million their first month. They were able to grasp the things that coach was teaching, and for whatever reason, it just clicked, and he literally made over $1 million his first month. Last we heard, he was way over 30 million. Does that happen every day? No, that's a unicorn. I know it hasn't been repeated since. Going from basically zero to $1 million. I think he started with 25,000. But to do that, that's a unicorn. We don't guarantee you're going to become a millionaire. You're going to be driving a Lambo at the end of the week. We can't control how much training you come in and accept. We can't train you on when you click the mouse, when you get in and out. We have no control over that. We don't have any control over whether you'll even listen to what coach teaches. We don't have any control over whether you'll follow coach's rules. What I can guarantee you, why we can't guarantee you success, even though our members generally do, results not guaranteed, of course, but I can guarantee your failure. That much I can guarantee you. What kind of company is this guy running? He's going to guarantee your failure? Yes, I am in a roundabout way. And I'm saying that for effect, obviously. But if you don't follow coach's rules, you're setting yourself up for failure. Ask any member in here, when we lose money, generally it's because we broke one of coach's rules. Ask members in here that's blown up their account once or twice or multiple times. What was the root cause of it? Breaking coach's rules, not listening to what coach teaches us. Coach has been in the market for over 33 years. He might know a little bit about what he's talking about. So coach's rules are not there to make you money, they're there to help preserve your account. And we want to see you succeed, and you can't do that if you're coming in here blowing up your account, throwing money and flushing it down the drain. Unfortunately, as much hard as we try, we still have people come in here and fail because they don't want to follow the rules. And that we don't have control over, and that I can guarantee will be to your detriment if you do not follow coach's rules. So glad you could be here today. Grab them memberships, get your training in, get your training on. We're going to make some money. We're going to take whatever the market will give us today. We're going to trade the trades that's in front of us, and we'll deal with it. You will hear members calling out certain stocks or certain ETFs that you may hear somebody say Apple to the upside or Apple to the downside or SPYs to the downside, SPYs the upside, EWO and SPY, right? Those are not inducements to buy. Those are our paid members, our trained members calling out something they see. Now that doesn't mean to go buy it. That means go evaluate it. Use the skills that coaches taught us and that you've acquired over time to make your decision whether you want to get in and out. We may even call out certain critical levels. You'll hear that. You'll hear a certain number. Well, watch SPY at 680.40, right? I have a gold level there. Okay, thank you. That's just letting you know that there's a level there that you got to watch. You have to decide whether you want to stay in the trade, wait on the trade, sell out, right? Buy in, whatever. All those decisions are on your own. Because you hear things being called out or levels being called out, that's for information purposes only. Do not ever mimic or buy anything that you hear. And as a reminder, yes, Bruno, I can say this all in one breath, in case you were wondering. For those on the social medias, please understand that you are, even though you're watching a live broadcast, you are not up to the second live. You are going to be a minimum of 20 seconds to 45 seconds on average behind. So what I say right now already happened 30 seconds ago on average. We'll just call it 30 seconds. So these things that you're seeing has already happened. If you try to mimic what you see on my screen or hear a member call out on, by the time you come in to look at it, it may have already changed and is already going to go opposite against you. So don't do that. These are for educational purpose, so you can listen and learn and watch and maybe pick up a few little tidbits. But if you really want to learn how to do this, you got to go with the paid memberships. And membership has its privilege. So glad y'all could be here today. James has been kind enough over in our TikTok live feed to post actual clickable links to all the promotions I talked about earlier. We can't do that with TikTok. They don't allow clickable links. Or you can just go simply to American Dream Trading dot, you know what, COM. And you'll see a button there for our memberships. Click on that and that'll take you to a page that shows all of them there together. Pick the one you want more information about. Purchase it, sign up for it. You will get a welcome email, but that's the only thing we will do to contact you. As you can see on my screen, there is a disclaimer running down there below. We will never contact you. We will never DM you. We will never call you on the phone. The only communication you will get is through a welcome email. I believe there's 2 of them, I think. Is that right, Bruno? You get an initial one, and then I think you get a follow-up one a day later or so.
That is correct. Yep.
Yep. But other than that, we're not going to contact you. All of our communication, now that sounds kind of cold, don't it? All of our communication is done in 2 different ways. Through our Discord, and we'll only communicate with you on any issues through a help desk ticket, and that's a private help desk ticket between you and the moderators who are handling your issue, and through our live Zoom calls. So within our Discord, we do have channels where you can go hang out and ask questions and stuff. Just remember, if anybody offers to trade for you, show you something different, if you get a direct message within our Discord even, those are scammers. Unfortunately, you can't stop them 100%. That's just the nature of social media platforms, and Discord is no different. Anybody can mimic one. If you get a request or a direct message, even within our Discord or any other means, we don't do WhatsApp, we don't do Telegram, we don't do any of that stuff. Everything is in-house. And the reason is that helps protect you from scammers. But they will try their best to do it, though, especially within the Discord. Never accept a direct message. Coach is never going to contact you. Bruno or anybody else within American Dream Trading is going to contact you. So as soon as that happens, and you see it within our Discord, we post that multiple times a day, that we'll never contact you in that method. So be careful. People out there trying to get you to part with your money, so be careful. Anyhow, let's see here as the market slowed down a little bit. Yeah, we got that initial pull down to the downside. Now we're kind of channeling, waiting on the market to open. We have about 7 minutes left. So glad you could be here. Make sure you've clicked that subscribe buttons. Make sure you've clicked the share button, likes, and turn on your notification buttons so you don't miss any of your upcoming broadcasts. Speaking of our broadcast, we are live here 3 times a day. Coach is live from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. I'm live from 2 to 4 p.m. with the Futures Education and Trading Program from 2 to 4 Monday through Friday. And then we have our aftermarket show over on our YouTube channel, which is aptly named American Dream Trading. It's called the Aftermarket Show with our moderator and host, Dawn. Get over there. You can join her panel even with a live mic and a camera if you so choose. If not, you can do like you do here on your other social medias and just type in your questions and comments into your social media chat box. And speaking of that, if you do have any questions or comments, again, respect our house. This is our house. If you go into somebody else's house, you need to respect their house and their rules. Don't be trying any funny stuff because we don't put up with it. You'll be abruptly kicked out if you do. So make sure you respect our house. But feel free to ask any questions you like, and we'll do our best to answer them live as time allows. We do have moderators in the house. James, as I see James over there, he's one of our moderators. Is over on the YouTubes. We have multiple. We got Bucko and Nunya over there in that I can see, and also Diesel Dan's over there to help you out on TikTok. By the way, speaking of TikTok, Bucko is one of the moderators. Bucko 504 is his handle there. You might want to say hi, Bucko, over there on TikTok if you haven't already. Bucko is one of our crypto moderators. He's one of the trainers over there. So if you have a crypto question, go ahead and ask it over there at TikTok. Bucko will be more than happy to answer your questions. And again, if you get that crypto membership free 7-day trial today, you can join the live training tonight at 7:15. So even though we're talking more stock options, we'll answer any questions, right? So don't be afraid to ask a question. We'll do our best to answer it. So Bucko's there. He just said hello there at the bottom of the chat there. You can ask any crypto questions or any questions in general. They're all qualified to answer all of them. So good. What am I thinking about Oracle? I'm not thinking anything about Oracle. How about you? Do I want to look at Oracle real quick? Well, we can. What do you think about Oracle? I don't have an opinion on Oracle. I know it's a good company. I don't trade it. What have you doing? Or what are you doing? Are you looking long term? Are you looking short term? Are you looking to buy and hold it for years? Are you looking just to trade it for today? Well, if you're doing it for today, well, you better have some lines on your chart, right? How can I get lines on my chart real quick? Well, seeing how I don't have very many lines for Oracle because I don't use, well, number one, I don't chart on Webull, which is what you see on my screen, but I can go through here. Let me stretch this out. I can pop some lines on here real quick to mark some upper and lower levels, right? To kind of give me some idea where this thing's been at, where it's been trading, right? I can start with like maybe a 4 hour, just to pop me some quick lines. Maybe I want to go to a 2-minute chart, look where it's been at, seeing multiple places where it's bumped and hit, right? Where do I want to see, breakouts up here maybe before I think about anything going to the upside, or go down here and look at the downside. So you got to get lines on your chart. You have to have something that you can make an intelligent decision off of. And we teach you how to do that right here at American Dream Trading. And yes, Bruno, I did say all that also on one breath. Why? Because I can. So that's what you need to do with Oracle, right? What news has it had? What's making it move? Why is it where it's at now? All those things come into play. Depends on how you figured long. Well, that's your opinion, right? Maybe today it is, maybe today it ain't. But if you're holding it long term, we're not going to worry about what happens every single minute today, are we? When you evaluate something long term, you have to look at the chart differently and use different criteria for a long term hold versus just trading for today. In other words, like day trading, or we call it momentum trading, right? So there's Oracle. But you have to have it charted out so you can see what's going on. If you're going long term, obviously you want to use a higher time frame. What has Oracle done on a day chart, right? Do you know where those levels are at? If it dropped, why was there a big drop? Well, you can see here on a day chart, Oracle's been dropping since October 15th. Why? Was there some news? Was there some bad news? Was there bad earnings? Or is it just a general reflecting the general market as a whole? I don't know. I don't follow Oracle day to day, or even at all, quite honest with you. But if I get some lines on my chart, now I have some places I can make points of decision, right? So what you need to do is, if you're going long term, why is it doing this? That would be my first question, right? And you can research that and find the answers to those questions. So you need to do that. I can't offer you an opinion. If you're looking for me to tell you to buy or sell it, that's not going to happen. We don't do that here at American Dream Trading. We are not a call-out group. Yes, they are going to be. Did they actually? What's the status on TikTok? Has that been done yet? Does anybody know? I know Oracle was in the running for it, but all right. So, anybody? No.
Still going. Still going.
Still going.
Yep.
All right, 1 minute till the
works.
market opens. You should already know the things you like to trade. You should know what your entry criteria is to the upside. You should know what your entry criteria is to the downside. Never compromise your entry criteria to the upside, or do not compromise your entry criteria to the downside. If you're a new trader, you don't trade with real money in the first half hour, but you should be paper trading. Give the market a couple minutes to settle down, and then you can think about trading on paper if you're a new trader. Those are even experienced traders will sit on their hands for the first few minutes to half hour to allow the market to decide what it wants to do. Excuse me. So anyhow, we're about 15 seconds, 10 seconds, the bell starts ringing. 10 seconds, there we go. 10 seconds before the market opens. Make your call out short, sweet to the point. And the market is now open, officially for business. What do we have here? We have SPY. Just doesn't want to. Still sitting here. No big move one way or the other yet. Apple to the upside. Strong move on Apple to the upside. I have another screen here that I'm looking up at. It has a bunch of mini charts on it so I can watch multiple things at one time. Nvidia is down to the downside, down testing that double bottom, lower level. What else we got? Meta to the downside. Everything's kind of, Apple's just taking off. Apple to the is taking off like crazy. Big motion on Apple to the upside.
Big motion on Intel to the upside as well.
Thank you. That would probably be reflected in Soxel, I would imagine, also, without looking. Apple did not start on the shoulder of the previous candle. Could be a little sign of weakness here temporarily. Doesn't mean it can't still go up. Apple's still holding its own. Big, ginormous gamma candle at the open. You got to be careful. You could get a possible 50% retracement at times. Right now, you do have a lot of volume coming in. Meta. What's it doing there? It's just kind of. AMD is to the downside, actually. Amazon to the downside. The Qs are kind of reflective of what SPY is doing also. The Russell Index, IWM, flat also for the moment. Tesla is also coming, took a big jump up, testing a double top. Be careful there around that 530-ish, what is that? 537-ish mark. Apple still holding strong, still a lot of volume going into the upside on Apple. Who's in them Apple calls? All right. Again, if you're a new trader, wait for the market to decide. Yes, these things happen where they take off. Doesn't mean this is how the day is going to go, though. Or it could. You just don't know. Sure, we're calling out EWOs as they happen. For the record, Bruno, I just took a breath.
Breathe, Mark, breathe.
Breathe. Tesla, still strong move to the upside. Tesla. We got SPY is trying to bounce off the bottom down here. Nvidia's also flirting with the bottom. Apple still holding its own to the upside. This candle did not start on the shoulder of the previous, so there's a lot of volatility here. This candle makes me a little nervous here until we get the next one going. We'll see what happens. Here's your next candle. There it is. That started on the shoulder of the previous. Doesn't have the oomph to the up. There's some profit taking happening here. Let's see what happens. And might get that 50% retracement after all, right? Taking profit at the top. There we come back down to the 9. Is it going to bounce off the 9? It's trying though, ain't it? Wait and see what's going to happen here. Well, I was going to paper trade this, but for some reason, doodad's messed up here. Am I on the wrong one? Let me see. Guess I could have tested that beforehand, huh? Not the same colors. Well, what's going on here? Yeah, my widget's messed up here. I don't know what's going on. I haven't traded options in over a year or so. Haven't played around with it for that long. All right, ain't gonna worry about it. Anyway, there's the bounce off the 9, which is what I was gonna jump in on, catch that rise up to the top. I know it's what I said I was gonna do, and I didn't get to do it, but it is what it is. Whatever, my little buttons ain't working here for some reason. There's the stock one. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. I see what I got to do. Let me try this just to make sure it works. Oh, come on. See? I haven't done this for so long. All right. Did you buy it or not? Let's see. This is paper trading. Don't worry about it. I'm losing. I'm just testing my widget here to see that it works. And it doesn't show up on there. What did I just get? Apple. So. Oh well. You gotta worry about it. Let's see here. I have a positions even. I don't even have a positions widget on there to even see where I'm at here. All right, let me get that on here. Positions. Let me drag that there. Drag that down there. I guess down here. Drop that in there. There we go. There's the position. There's the apple. All right. So why didn't that show up on my regular apple chart? Maybe I didn't switch it. Anyway, so get rid of that. All right, I was just testing it there. Get rid of that. Sell that. All right, so I'm out of that. All right, I know it works anyway. Okay, so what do we have here? Apple's still hanging down here at the 9. Still holding that support level at that 287-ish mark. We still have another about 11 seconds before the next candle. See what happens here, if it can get on the upside or not. What do we got going on with SPY? All right, SPY's trying to break and hold above the 55. Let's wait and see what happens here. Nope, it's getting rejected right now. See what happens. We do have a little rounding on the bottom down there that off of the pre-market levels, trying to get back up. Again, the economic data with the ADP payrolls being lower than expected. Again, if you're just tuning in, my name is Mark McC. I'm filling in for Coach today, who has some business to take care of. Not able to be with us today. We pray for his speedy return. But whatever, he's going to do what he's got to do. So, all right. Again, if you have any questions in the social media, feel free to type them in there. And our moderators or myself will try to do our best as time allows to answer your questions. However, during the first half hour, we're usually the very busiest because we're in these trades. SPY, just sitting here waiting. All right, let's take a quick look at Tesla. Tesla profit taking as expected up here at the top. You want to wait for a possible break and hold above the I'll call it 437. We'll just round it up level up here so it gets above these candles for a play to the upside if you weren't already in it. Now, if you got in Tesla to be opening, you're still in profit. No real reason to get out of this trade yet, right? Let's take a look at Ford. Ford's doing what Ford does, right? Now, that doesn't look like it's moving much, right? $12.98 to $13, 2 penny move. I ain't trading that, only make 2 pennies. Well, what if you had 1,000 shares or 10,000 shares or 5,000 shares? That's how you could sit there and make money all day. We had a member do that, what did he make? $100,000 on one day just trading Ford. In and out, penny here, penny there. Lock, right? That was a while back, but yes, it can be done if you have a large account. You can buy a large amount of shares, trade them in, trade them out. We had one of our members took, $4 and grew that $4 by buying one share of things at a time until his account got built up. He's now grown that account.
Up on you high.
Thank you. Grow that account.
IWM, first 2 minute EWO, or second 2 minute EWO.
Thank you.
IWM looks really strong.
Good. Yep, boy, that sure come back up. I took my eye off of that. The Russell Index. Russell Index is really sensitive to what the interest rate decisions, some profit taking, and look at that. What is that number there, paid members? It's 247, not our pre-market setup level that we do for our paid members every morning. Where did that hit? I tell you what, you guys are just geniuses. I tell you, where'd you learn how to do all that? And we teach you how to do that also. But we do this as a paid service, or a part of a service for our paid members each and every morning. We set the pre-market high, pre-market low levels to watch out for critical levels before entering or exiting a trade. And look what that did. Stopped right up there. Amazing. That's my third breath, Bruno.
And of
Keep
course, if ADP with the payrolls is bad news down, that's good for companies that want lower interest rates for their loans, which IWM is composed of.
Correct.
Explains the pop.
Yep. If Apple needs $500,000 to upgrade some of their equipment at their plant, they don't go to the bank. They go in their little petty cash drawer and pull that out, right? Because Apple's a bazillion-dollar size company. Well, if ABC Corporation is just ran by a few people and has maybe 5 or 10 employees, well, they don't have $1 bazillion in their bank. So they depended on banks for operational income, for the day-to-day, for expansion, for all those things. And that's why the Russell, which is your small capitalization companies, your smaller companies, are really reliant on interest rates. They go take that big old fat loan out, they can pay less if it's less, right? Here we go, testing 247 again on IWM. Wait for the break. And break and
hold.
oh, correct. Hasn't broke and held yet. This is a 1-minute chart, IWM. Here's your confirmation candle. Didn't start on the shoulder of the previous. Look what happens. See the weakness. Now again, this doesn't mean it can't go back up. It's just a weak candle. That's all it is. If it gets enough oomph, in other words, it gets the volume in there, people may be just taking profit. You need to wait and see, trade to trade. It's in front of you. SPY is struggling to break out to the upside, as are the Qs. Qs at V.
SPY is boring.
Yeah, well, you know, if you look away though, what can happen there, Nana?
I am in Tesla. I was in Tesla earlier, so.
Yeah. Now Tesla's, speaking of Tesla, you speak magic to it. It's trying to break and hold above this top up here, this one candle. It's losing its oomph though as I speak, but it is testing up more upward movement as we speak. Careful if you're not in it already. Again, we know Tesla's highly volatile on any day. So here we got IWM is not holding its level, but it's still above the 9 EMA, which is the white line on my chart. So if you got in this when you should have, you're still sitting pretty, still in profit. And if you have any questions, feel free to type them into your social media chat box. Well, NVIDIA doesn't want to do anything either. Nor does Amazon. The Qs, it's pretty much just all blah. Let's take a quick look at the charts. Take a quick walk around the block. Apple's holding its own at that support level. Has not broken hell below the 21. You know, it is testing, hanging out there at VWAP. Kind of in a tough spot right now. It's below VWAP and the 9. Hanging out there on a 21 and a support level that I have on my chart. AMD, chips, again, below all the indicators other than the 9. This is on a 1-minute chart. To the downside, the trend is down. Let's skip to NVIDIA. Look at it since it's similar. Same sector, right? Rising waters raises all ships, just as the tide going out lowers all ships, right? Same thing to the downside. So what do we think Soxhl's probably doing? Well, let's take a look. Oh, imagine that. Soxhl is the ETF of the chip sector, and look at it, same results, right? So if you're playing one, you can play the other, generally. All right, Amazon, getting a little bit of rounding, but we're struggling to break out above VWAP. Ford, look at Ford take off. Holy cow. We was talking about Ford earlier this morning, right? Look at that breakout. Again, Ford's Ford, right? Takes a lot of shares to make money, but you can still do it. You can buy one share and make money. Do that every day, multiple times a day. That's how you build an account, folks. It ain't throwing $1 million or something. Little accounts grow into big accounts overnight. I don't see that SB. Somebody just called out. Let me take a quick look here. Got a call out in our chat here. SBEV Splash Beverage. Getting a little bit of pop at $1.47. What do we got here? It's up 8%. Nothing to write home to mom about, but there's low volume on it right now. Google, let's take a look, see what's Google doing. Google's also hanging out down there. The VWAP IWM is now getting a little heavy. All right, the S&P Global Services PMI came out. It was lower also. That's for the service industry. Again, our members are aware when these things are going to happen, before they happen. Composite PMI is also slightly lower also. They're not going to like those, well, PMI, that's how much it costs to produce, right? So actually lower numbers means it's a little bit cheaper, right? All right, IWM still hot tomorrow. Take a quick look at the Bitcoins going on here, Meta. Well, here's Meta trying to break out above its opening levels here, 645, 646. It's all up to 647.50. Meta to the upside, having a strong, it's trying to wait here. See this candle here can break and hold above this 200 and this level for any strong oomph, strong volume to the upside. All right, we'll move on. Pull back there. Microsoft still down below VWAP. Netflix, big drop. Holy cow. What happened to Netflix? Wowza. All right, Netflix down to that 103, 80-ish, 60-ish mark right now. Been going down since the open. NVIDIA, let's look at open, OPEN. It's flat. Trading within the zone. You kind of want to watch for a 712 before you go to the upside on that for it to break out. Matter of fact, this level was set here also. These little yellow lines you see here, these ones here, that was called out as an upper level in our pre-market setup for our paid members this morning before the markets even opened. We set these levels here at 8:45 this morning, and look at that. I'll tell you what, the guy that was calling these out this morning was walking us through this. Hey, that guy's a genius too. He really is. Even though he acquired his genius from Coach, but Coach taught us how to do that. And he used that skill and training that he's developed over time with the way Coach teaches to help look at our pre-market levels to be watching for. And look at that, right on the money. Dang, you're good, Bruno.
ON on news.
Which one?
ON? ON Semiconductor. Now it's doing the opposite. Now this is a nice sized company, but they deal in a different type of chips. Look at ON. Beautiful chart, is it not? On a 1 minute chart, staying above the 9. No reason to get out of this trade if you were in it. It did have news, and the news was they're doing a $6 billion buyback. No, that's something else. That's not ON. Or is it? On the seminar, plan to collaborate to speed up the global rollout of their one product, their power portfolio. So they actually have bona fide news there. That's one thing you want to see. It'll help move a stock. Is earnings, is news. Is a sector will move it also, up or down. Treasury Secretary Bassett says the growth in the private credit market is due to too tight of regulations of the banking systems. They need to unlock $2.5 trillion more in lending capacity from banks. So he's wanting them to see the banks loosen up their purses a little bit. So we'll see how the market reacts to that news. You know, banks don't want to lend money when things aren't looking good, right? They get nervous. Tariffs are having a very nice effect on our economy. I seen a news blurb early this morning that the world GDP, not the United States by itself, but the world GDP is up, I believe, 3.5% in spite of the tariff wars, right? So, again, everybody benefits, right? Without getting into the politics of it. Qs, let's take a look at Q, as we used to say. Flat. Channel. Soxel trying to come up here to VWAP. Not looking good. It's going to take NVIDIA and Intel and all them to get up there and get some energy. SPY is still watching the paint dry. We needed to get a different color, Nana. Getting tired of watching this gray paint dry.
I'm about to fall asleep.
Oh.
Apple is doing nothing. Tesla is nothing. SPY is nothing.
Well, I wouldn't say Tesla's doing anything. I got a 1 minute chart here. It's at a double top right now. Look for a breakout.
Just more complicated to trade.
Possible. It's very volatile. Very.
Tesla is extremely difficult to trade.
Yes. It's not for new traders.
Nope, not for beginner. I'm just waiting for the chip change. We'll see.
What happens at double tops usually, Nana?
It pulls back.
Oh, look what Tesla's doing right now. Oh, imagine that.
Pulling back.
Doesn't mean it won't go up, but right there was initial pullback, right? You need to be cautious to see what it did. What did it do, though? It bounced right off the 9. Look at the wick. Make that play off the 9 back up. There was a few bucks there you could have made, right? Now that's an advanced scalping strategy. It's not for somebody new, but playing to bounce off that. James Brown 77777. I feel good over there on the YouTubes. Asks, what is the secret to day trading for beginners? Well, I got news for you. There's no secret. Buy our $6.99 Discord. No, that's not it either. The secret, if you want the secret sauce, is training.
And studying, training.
Training. And I'm not talking about a choo-choo train either. You need to train. You need education, right? If some guy walks off the street and wants to just decides, oh, I'm going to be a brain surgeon today, how successful do you think he's going to be operating on your brain, walking off the street with no education? Would you want that person operating on your noggin? I know I would. He's not going to be successful. Yeah, he may be able to split your head open. Well, what, is he going to be successful? No. Well, you're not going to be
Sorry
successful.
to interrupt. SPY is forming a double bottom.
It's double bottom. SPY.
It's getting
what
there.
happens on double bottoms, Nana? Or what should we expect statistically?
Yeah, so you want a 679.45-ish.
Yep, like you can see down here what she's referring to. We have a lot of wicks down here at 44-ish. So we can always look backward on your chart. Look to your left on your chart so you can see you may not have a line drawn there, and I may not need to draw a line there because this is maybe a today thing, right? But I can look back and see where these candles have been stopping at, right? So you can pop a line on there temporary, and this is how you end up with 1,000 lines on your chart that you don't need to be there. But So sometimes when I draw temporary lines, I'll give them some goofy color that I don't normally use, right? I'm like, why is that line on there? I don't use that color. Oh, that was temporary, just to draw my attention to it. It's a little trick.
But I will say right now you have a strong support of 680 on SPY.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good support level there. And we are trying to go up here to VWAP. I would expect a pullback from VWAP, right? Never enter a trade on VWAP. You want to make sure you have a break and hold away from it, right? You have to make a decision in VWAP, and it's to the downside. So, you know, until it breaks and holds above that, we're in the downside. There is no secret, though, James, to trading. You need, but the secret is, and it's not a secret, is that you need to get training, right? You need to understand what you have, what you got. Everybody's on prop firms is a hot topic right now, right? Well, I could go over here, pay a fee for every month, $50, $200 a month, and I could use their money to trade and make real money off of their money, right? Well, yes, that's the goal. The problem is people come in here, you have to go through a qualification process, right? And I think, well, I'll just join this and just jump in and out. It's just clicking a mouse. How hard can it be, right? And they end up blowing their prop firm account, right? And then you got to repay again, and you blow that. Because the reason is prop firms count on those things, uneducated, untrained people coming in buying their products and then failing, because that helps fund the ones that are successful. Can you make money trading on a prop firm? Yeah. Statistically, I believe it's only around 7% or so, maybe even less, actually receive payout for prop firms, because so many people come in and think this is going to be, they're going to use free money, somebody else's free money. Well, that's a pipe dream. You got to qualify. There's rules you got to follow. You break any of the rules, you're out. You got to start over again. So the problem is, now if you have the education, could I go into a prop firm and make money? Absolutely. Why? I'm not being cocky. I'm just stating a confident fact that I've been trained by Coach. I have 3 years experience under my belt too, but I've been trained by Coach, and I know what the rules are. I know what to look for. I know how to read a chart. I know how to chart a chart. I know what all the indicators mean, right? I know how news affects what I'm trading. So all those things together, you need to know first before you even think about trading real money. People just, they have no patience, right? And the interwebs are the reason for that, right? You get these pimply-faced TikTokers, right? Tick-toddlers, ticky-talkers, right? Oh, look at me standing next to my Lambo. You too can drive a Lambo by next Friday if you follow me. You know, well, what they don't tell you, more than likely than not, they went to some dealership and standing next to it, or it's daddy's car, or they rented it, whatever. I'm not saying they're all frauds. I don't badmouth anybody out there. I will never mention anybody's names or even infer anybody's names, because that's not what we do here. We don't have black hearts here. We believe in positivity, and we want to generally see people succeed here in our community. Not everybody will, right? Because for various reasons, mostly breaking Coach's rules, but we want to see you succeed. You need to spend the time to get the education. Have you ever seen an 8-year-old Olympic gold medalist in gymnastics, 8 years old? Nope. Why is that? They haven't grown up enough, right? They're not physically strong enough to do the things they need to do. They don't have the mental capacity at that young age to be able to do some of the things they need to do and have the mental fortitude to focus on certain things, right? You know, an 8-year-old, something goes by them, then they get the squirrel, and they're distracted, right? And that's just being a kid. There's nothing. I'm not saying anything detrimental, but you'll never see an 8-year-old win an Olympic gold medal in gymnastics. They have to grow and mature physically. They have to grow and mature intellectually. They have to grow and mature in training before they can even think about competing in competitions, right? It's no different than any other skill. Learning to play the guitar, being a brain surgeon, being a gymnast, whatever. But to be a trader, why would you expect anything different, right? To develop a skill takes time, it takes effort, it takes pain, it takes showing up, it takes obeying rules. Yes, there's rules in gymnastics. Yes, there's certain things you better do when you're a brain surgeon, right? There's rules. There's federal regulations. So people come into trading and expect, well, this ought to be pretty easy. I see this old guy, gray hair and gray beard and about 3 hairs on his head. He comes in here and clicks it, seems he does okay. Yeah. What you didn't see was the 12 hours a day, that I've been spending here for the last 3 years, day in, day out, Monday through Friday, Saturdays, Sunday nights. You know, I don't spend 12 hours on Saturdays and Sundays, but you know, you got to put the time in. Time and experience.
20 seconds.
Teachers. Excuse me? Oh,
Shift change.
shift change.
15 seconds.
10 seconds. What does that mean, shift change? That means we have an influx of volume coming into the market. We also, do we have news at 10? I forgot to look. I know we talked
Yes,
about it
we do.
earlier, and I got sidetracked here. Let me pull that up here on my trading view. Service PMI numbers are now out. 10 a.m. Those came out early, didn't they? Earlier than expected. PMI numbers for service industry are slightly higher, actually. Oh, the service employment numbers are slightly higher. Not enough to write home to mom about. Business. There's a whole bunch of these reports. I'm just kind of glancing on it, see which one. But the service PMI is higher than forecast. And what that means is they look at the business activities and orders, backlogs, all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes of a business, right? You want to see it above 50%. So the higher the number, the better. Technically it is better, right? It's stronger. So it is slightly. I don't see where it's strong enough to maybe move the market, but we still see the market has to digest the information. It is positive information. We will give it that much. So the market may react positively to it. We got to wait and see. They are digesting those numbers as we speak. So we're looking at SPY. It is above VWAP finally. It is above the 55, but it has not broke above this micro double top around here, around that 851 mark, 850 or 681.50 mark. And we do have business owners in our group here, and we actually discuss this when these numbers come out. Matter of fact, the one I would have asked this morning, he's taking care of business. He can't trade with us right now. He's one of our moderators, as a matter of fact. We talk about these things. When these numbers come out, is his business that he's at, does it reflect those? And surprisingly, it does. It's uncanny. Now, it takes a look at the whole country, but you know, different places will react differently. Total vehicle sales for November are also up. So people are spending money on bigger ticket purchases, is what that's a reflection of. There also may be a reflection. Do they want to spend money? Do they want to take out a car loan, right? Are they worried about interest rates? So it is slightly higher, 2/10 higher, 200,000 more vehicles than the estimate. So that's a good thing. SPY is reacting. Looks like markets may be reacting temporarily to the news releases on the PMI news and maybe even vehicle sales. I don't know the vehicle sales really drive it that much, but well, it does if you're Ford. But speaking of Ford, what's Ford doing? Anything? Let's see if that's sector news. Again, Ford doesn't move all that much in one day, but it is kind of trying to work its way back up. But SPY, it looks like it, a reflection of the market. It's up to the 200 here. You want to wait on the break and hold above the 200 before even thinking about looking at this trade. All right. So we'll wait here and see.
Nice move. I caught it.
Good job. Did you get the break and hold?
Yeah, when it broke that double top. When it broke the double top, I loaded up to the 200.
Play it to the 200, and did you take profit there, or are you waiting to see if it breaks and holds above it?
I sure did. Took profit.
Okay. Why? Did it tell you to get out of the trade there, buddy?
I'm scalping, bro.
Okay. Well, does that mean you still can't wait and hold? Because you know I do.
I only had
I
two.
sit at them all day. You know me.
Right.
Not. Right.
SPY, second 2-minute EWO to the upside.
Thank you. We got SPY on a 1-minute chart here. We'll look at it at a 2-minute. Again, we have to break and get the impediment to our profit to the upside right now, in addition to the historical levels, is that 200 MA. That's this blue
Yep.
dash line, right?
He went to touch it and pulled back.
Yep.
Textbook.
Tried. Shouldn't surprise us though, did it? Didn't surprise
And-
our other members, did it? Didn't surprise the board down there in Nolans. He knew what to do.
Can I ask a question?
That's why I took from.
There you go.
As soon as it broke the double top, I went in it, touched 200, went out.
See, even people in the bayou can make money trading.
Bro.
As opposed to the sold you.
Yeah. Anyway, SPY is holding its own here. It hasn't pulled back yet. There's no reason really, if you're already in it, to get out. It's holding its own, but yes, it is looking at this level. We got this. See how this one here. Look back. Look backwards. Back.
Yeah, Mark, even us Michigan fans can make money.
Well, you know, they can make it, but they don't know how to count it. There's a difference.
There you go.
You know, we're you know, what they do is they get the Ohio State boys to count it for them. Of course, we charge them for that. Tesla, another one testing a level. Tesla to the upside. There we go. Look at that. I don't even trade Tesla. Look at that. I got a line on my chart at 442.08, and it came up to 442.04. Look at that. Does historical levels matter? Come on.
And look at SPY, pulled back up to the 9
Yep.
from the 200.
Scared.
Thanks,
I
Steve.
like
Tell
the-
Tesla. Sorry, Richard.
On SPY, I love the pullback to the breathe back to the 55. And I have support there. Let's see if it bounces.
There's a pullback on the market on the big 7. They're all pulling a little bit right now. Look at that pullback since the 200 on SPY.
Yep, still above it. Still
Gotta
fighting.
love it.
Still fighting the 55. Still fighting the 9. Don't
Mark,
panic
you
yet.
need an espresso there, buddy?
Me?
I'm looking into your eyes, Mark.
Oh. No, you aren't. I got, I don't have an espresso. Matter of fact, I didn't even get my machine out. It's still sitting down here.
Those eyelids are looking mighty heavy there, sir.
No, actually, I'm good. I was looking down. That's probably why it looked like I was down. Versus looking up.
Hey, it's a talent if you can talk in your sleep.
I have done it live. I've actually fell asleep while I was talking on a live before. Multiple times. It's on videotape. Pop that into your VCR and watch it. No, I'm good. I'm good to go. I like Red Bull. You like Red Bull? I like Red Bull. Red Bull. Red Bull gives you wings. Or whatever it gives you.
What is a VCR?
Ask your grandpa. He'll tell you. IWM, double top. Okay, we have a lot of things here. Let's pay attention. Call them out if you're playing them. We have IWM here breaking above our pre-market level, set up to the upside, I believe. I don't know if I got the level right, but we are at a double top for could be possible breakout on the Russell Index to the upside. SPY is just doesn't know yet, and the Q's the same story going on there, right? They're kind of matching each other, but keep an eye on the Russell. There we go. Here's a test. Here's a break. Now, this is not a break and hold yet. This is a break. It's breaking the line. Well, it already kind of did with that wick on the other one. You want to wait for that confirmation candle. What do we mean by that? You want to see a candle. Let's just use this example down here, VWAP, into 200. This candle broke through, so there's your break. Then you want to see a confirmation candle that ideally starts on the shoulder of the previous candle. In other words, the top of the body of the candle to the upside is where the price ended. The body of the next candle is where the price started, right? So the top's where it stopped, bottom is where it started. The wicks just shows you the gyration during when they're fighting over price. Ideally, you want to see this happen. That way it can stair step up, right? Now, if it doesn't mean it, but this is a kind of a sign of strength, but you still don't know how many candles. Did this one start on the shoulder? Nope. And look what happened, all right? Still struggling to get through. Not enough volume there to push it over the top. SPY has dropped back down below the 55 on a 2-minute. I trade SPY on a 1-minute anyway. Same difference. It's jammed up here with all these indicators. Still staying above VWAP, but
Mark, when you say break and hold, it's always that second candle that you're referring to?
correct. Break and hold, it's a confirmation candle. It's just a little bit more conservative way, making sure that it may go. And again, it's not guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed. But you can go look at any chart. When you see them starting on the shoulder of the previous candle, you generally will have some more movement in that direction, either the upside or the downside, right? You want to see that stair step, right? It's easier to climb a hill when you use the stairs versus just trying to grunt your way up a hill, right? That's why we put stairs on hills and things that go up. Makes it easier to transverse. Same thing with candles in the stocks. Makes it easier to transverse and have motion to the upside. Again, you got to manage your trade once you're in it, right? If you see that, if I see one starts on the shoulder and it has volume to the upside, oomph, that gives me some confidence. It might want to keep going on. So, but I'm trading that trade. I'm trading that candle, trading to see what happens. I'm trading my levels. I'm trading my indicators. Everything the coach teaches us. Tesla failed to break through to the other side. It failed to break through onto the other side. Dawn, I said it failed to break through to the other side.
Going through to the other side.
Oh, Dawn. Missed your...
You break everything.
Yep.
He's working out.
Russell is still IWM.
That's what
still
you get for
trending.
saying it when I was in the bathroom, Mark.
I
Doors! That timing couldn't have been better, Mark.
All right. Oh, did
He's
it break
trying to
on through
sing.
the other side for you?
They sell medication for that. Just saying.
Yeah.
All right.
Don, he
Apple.
was trying to sing for you.
Apple is flat in the channel. So they are the Apple gang after the initial rise this morning, which was a nice movement up. Of course, they have the levels there. I'm sure it didn't surprise them where it stopped, and it's failed to break out ever since. Now, does that mean they can't make money doing this? Well, an experienced trader can by channel trading. Once you can see and define the channel you want to trade in, you can do that all day long, whether it's playing plays off of VWAP, making plays off the break and hold of the 9, back up to the top. So yes, you can make money. It's harder, it takes more skill, but it's a skill that you need to develop over time. So when these kind of things happen, we call it, you hear us say it all the time, it's like watching paint dry, right? You have days like that. You have periods of the trading day that's like that.
Well, we have another bullet point for our data collection.
What's that, David? Tell me. Hit me with it. Hit me with your best shot.
So we have of days that I've kept track of, so it's 10 of them. And out of the 10, we've had 5 days where we got over 50%.
Okay.
And then we have 4 of those days we got over 30%, and then actually one of them went to 60% plus.
How many of them overall were at least green by $1?
Oh, all of them.
All of them? Did you say all of them?
Yep.
Wow. And who was the host when that happened, David?
Well, we know who it is, but I'll let other people mention.
You can say it. I love hearing the sound of my own name. Go ahead. Hit me with
Well,
it.
which one do you want me to put? I don't know. It's always changing. Is it Mr.
Yeah, that's true.
McCoolman?
You could just say Mark, right? Depends on what my last name
Yeah.
is. Depending on what day it is. You're right. All right, just
What was
saying.
that data point, David?
That is a data point.
Well, we started keeping track of when Mark jumps in and runs the Zoom for the morning, and I'm like,
Right.
okay, let me keep track of it. Everybody
That's
knows
funny.
I do too much of this shit, and
Yo.
so I go through and I'm like, okay, well, this one was a great run. Oh man, we had a great day here, and then so I started keeping live data. I was like, man, oh, we had another day, and then so we've had all of them so far when he's been here have been 30% plus runs.
Wow.
So the minimum we hit 30% every single one of those days, and then we've had some that have gone to 40, 50, and 60%. So
go.
Dude, that's freaking
Proof of
hilarious.
pudding.
You track that though.
I
Totally
like
up to you.
I like pudding.
Nice work, Mark.
Yeah, you know, no, I ain't doing the trading. You guys are doing the trading. I just happen to be here. Just put that correlation together, right? But you did
Right.
have to earn your money today, though, right, David? It was a little harder today, right?
oh yeah, well yeah, well, and I still got two runners, and they're at 22%. So I'm still holding out because technically, even though we kind of went below VWAP, I let everybody know that since we were so close to the pre-market channel and we still had the support of the EMAs, I was going to hold on because typically when Apple gets into new price ranges, it finds a kind of a settling spot and hunkers in for a while, and then of course we know that we need bigger volume to continue the push. And so if the big banks and all that don't have the confidence to push it, they're not going to overpay. They're going to let people battle it out and then figure out if other people start pushing it, they might jump into it, but they're not going to push it very much higher unless we see maybe like a break of this next one, the full dollar, the 288. If we get over 288 and hold, then it's a lot better. But other than that, I'm okay with it channeling for the next whatever. I'll leave the contracts running.
It's all profit, right?
Yep, I've already locked in on I think 38 of my contracts, and I have 2 left.
So what you're saying, you should let your runners run, unlike our boy down there in the bayou, right?
Yep, I do it just to prove a point that if we're following the rules as tight as possible, you can make money. And so even this one, like I said, even if I were to get back to VWAP and break below VWAP, I'd still be in the green. So
Why
I'm at
is
least
that?
letting them run.
And why is that? Because entry is the key to profits, right? You've got to have a good entry to trade so you can allow wiggle room, right?
Yep.
I think it has to do with his trading term, hunker down.
Hunker down. Or itchy and scratchy. Wasn't that a cartoon? Itchy and scratchy?
Yeah. Yep.
Richard, I sent you a message. Check your message, please.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.
Good job, David and Apple Gang. That's how we make money around here at American Dream Trading every single day.
Good job, David.
Thank you.
All right. What's Spy doing? Spy get any energy? Well, here comes some more energy in Spy. Going to try again. Come up here and test this 200. Got to break and hold this 681.70 mark. See, this is why I don't trade my live account when I'm talking. I bought into this Spy, who knows when. I forget even clicking the button. I was up 20 bucks there for a second. Yeah, I am right there on this trade. So I must have got in over here somewhere. Forgot I even had it. It's over here. It's paper trading. It's not real money, but that's why I don't trade real money while I'm talking. Forget about that. I'll let it go now. Now I'm in the money. I'm the world's greatest trader. I'm up 40 bucks. Woohoo! Actually, I'm up 110, so I must have had another trade. Oh, yeah, I did that losing trade when I was testing to make sure my option worked. So I'm actually up, so I must have lost $30 on that other trade because it says I'm up 70 on the trade. I must have lost 70. I'm up $70 and I'm at 0. So I must have lost that much on that whatever I was doing. I could have reset it, but it doesn't matter. What about our hot stocks? We getting hot stocks moving? CAPR did have a nice open at the opening. Nice pop to the upside for 200% plus. Since pulled back. Virax been going down ever since, but as you can see, if you joined us at 4 a.m. or 8 a.m., well, this was at 8 a.m. actually, right? No, 7 a.m. started climbing right then. If you were in our pre-market trading with our VIP Gold and Diamond members, look at that. The thing went up more than double, 41 cents to $1. Tell me that would have made you a lot of money, right? There's always money to be made in the markets. Anytime you join here. Look at AHMA. Again. 9:30, it's been climbing. It's very chaotic. But if you'd have got in here at 7 o'clock, look where you'd have been, right? Things gone from essentially $12 to $18. Nobody called that out today? Something went up $6 a share. Nobody called it out. We didn't see it, huh? And it's a micro float, 1.5 million. It has 3.3 million in volume. AHMA, it's up about 40%. That thing went from essentially 12 bucks to $18. Can you make money on $6 a share? Who would want that? Kixon.
Spice fighting green to red right now.
Green to red? That's not good. Red's bad, right? Is red bad?
No, it's like, it's green red. Green red is like as that, you know.
Do we care what color it is? Because we're going to make money either way, right?
Uh-huh.
But it's in a tough spot for going down, though, right? We have all our indicators jammed up down there. VWAP's to the downside. So it would be a slightly easier move to the upside than it would be to the downside. It still is scared to death of the 200 MA, though, to the upside. Stuck in that channel. Just went, did IWM break out?
It's in the top spot.
IWM did break out briefly. Could fail to hold. We were watching this earlier. It's getting a little heavy on the vine also. See how it's curling a little bit? Tesla's pulled back from its attempt to break through the double top. Just doesn't have enough volume to push her on through. The Qs are trying to pull back below VWAP as we speak. It's fighting it. Again, you don't enter a trade right on VWAP. You want to see a candle break and hold away from VWAP, either the upside or the downside, because VWAP is the strongest indicator you can have on your chart. And why is that? Well, number one, it's a volume weighted average price, and every trader in the world uses it. Everybody's got their eyeballs on this. Everybody might not use the 9 EMA. We do, right? Somebody use a 5, somebody use whatever, right? Everybody doesn't use the 21 EMA. We do, some don't, right? Everybody uses VWAP. And most institutions will use a 200 or a 50 MA, right? Depending on what they're looking at, longer term. And what does the 9 EMA mean? Well, when we say the number 9 or 21 or 55 or the 200, all that is that it's forming a trend line. This white line is the 9 EMA. It's taking the last 9 candles, shaking them up in a bag, dividing them by the root of 2, and divide it over the blue cow jumping over the moon, draws this trend line of the average of the last 9 candles on your chart. Doesn't matter what time frame you're on. I happen to be on a 1-minute chart, so it's actually the last 9 minutes of trading. Now, if I go to a 2-minute, obviously it's still 9 candles, but it's the last 18 minutes of trading. So these are just trends. This is showing you what's already happened. These are lagging indicators, if you want to call it that. The only thing that's real time is these volume bars down here, right? You'll see them fluctuate. But this helps you decide, make this investment decisions, trading decisions. When do I want to get out? When do I want to wait? When do I want to enter? Yada, yada, yada. We teach you how to do that all here at American Dream Trading. We are an education and trading company. We're not a call-out group. All right, what else we got going on here?
It's like Mara's trying to form an inverted cup and handle.
Okay. On which time frame? Yeah, on a short term, yeah.
I'm on the
Kinda
2 minute,
rough.
but
Kind of rough, but yeah. That looks a little better on a 2 minute, right? See that upside down cup? Looks like somebody took it and pounded it on the table a little bit. It's got some few dents in it, but you're getting a little rounder. Again, the higher the time frame, the more effective that cup and handle pattern is. There's a 5 minute, it's a little bit smoother. Look at a 30 minute. It looks a lot different on a 30 minute, doesn't it? Go 1 hour cup. Kind of what he's talking to. There's the cup. So 4 hour, well, look, it doesn't have quite look so nice on the 4 hour, right? So we go back, let's go back to the 2 minute. So what are you talking about? A cup. It's actually a cup. Basically, it's forming a double top or a double bottom, right? Here's your lip of your cup. I'll just use the body here. This is a shorter term one. So there's your cup, right? There's the lip of the cup. It's not really a cup and handle until this comes down and meets this. And then we have to watch what the handle does. And once the handle forms, then we can make a decision. We can actually draw lines and watch for a breakout above or below the handle for maybe some sort of indication where it wants to go. It's just another trading thing, pattern to watch. I don't personally pay attention to cup and handles. I do watch double bottoms and stuff, which is what this essentially is, right? You know, you can go back and find these patterns everywhere. Google 2 minute EWO has been called out. Google 2 minute EWO again. See, here's kind of, if you want to argue, here's a rounding up a cup. It comes back up here. Here's where your lip of your cup is. There's your handle. Okay, so we'll use this real quick. I'm going to do a real rough. Oops, wrong button. I got to get me a line here. I don't want a horizontal line. I want a trend line. So let's just argue this is a cup. Again, this is a short time frame. I just want to make a point, right? All right, so here's your lip of your cup, right? And then there's your handle, let's say, is starting to form, right? Not a very good one. But did it break through to the upside? If it goes above if you draw lines on your upper and lower, right? And just kind of, again, I'm just exaggerating for purpose because it's not a really good example, quite honest with you. So I would have a line here that I could, let's just say this was an actual good handle. It's not, but so if it goes below that, it would indicate a trend to the downside. If it would go above that, it would be a trend to the upside. That's all it is, right? It's just something, another point to give you something to look at to make a decision on. Again, I don't pay that much attention. That's nothing to do with what coach teaches, but I don't personally. I'm a scalper. I'm getting there for the momentum. Yeah, I recognize it's a double top or double bottom. Those are the best plays to make overall. Fantastic. So here we go. Can SPY do it? Can you do it?
You can do it!
Don't know. I'm not convinced. Are you convinced? It is going on 10:30. What usually moves around 10:30? Huh? Anybody know? I know Don knows. Don, what usually moves 10 or 10:30 on average? Actually, 10:30, 10:45.
IWM.
Correct. Let's take a look-see. Doesn't mean it does it every day. It's just an observation. Let's
Still
see what
sitting there
happens
trying to push through that level.
It's trying. It's consolidating, right? JG, right answer. Overpaid members, type in his Zoom chat. Tesla again failed to break out to the upside. Keeps getting smacked down. Look at that. Reject. Back to IWM. Keep an eye on that. If you see any upward substantial movement to the upside or downside, holler it out if you're trading that. Appreciate it. Again, Google's coming back up here to this double/triple top, trying to do something. Soxel. Here's another one, right? Trying to break through the 200. It just doesn't have enough oomph to do it, enough volume, enough strength. Again, up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times it's tried to break through here. Now, the more times it tries, maybe statistically it might do it eventually, but it really wasn't a big pullback and a retest. Just consolidating right there at that level.
No volume in Soxel.
No, there isn't. How do we know that? Well, right here's the volume bars. Look how much it's dropped off since the open. Boink. Just not interested. And that's a reflection of AMD and NVIDIA and Intel and Broadcom and yada, 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 all the rest of them, right?
Yep.
It's a reflection of the underlying stocks within that ETF. How many's in Soxel? 50? Is it 50? Anybody know off the top of your head? I think it's 50. I'm not sure. Anybody? How many?
What was the question?
Well, how many stocks are in the Soxel ETF?
About 11 major ones.
Well, I know, but I think it's 50, but I'm not sure. Not sure.
I'm stuck to the top 11, and then the rest of them are all under, I think, 6%. No, under 2%.
Oh, Broadcom's actually the top held one now by percentage of holdings. 7.87% as of today, followed by NVIDIA, 7.6%, AMD at 7.05%, Qualcomm at 5.5%, basically Micron, Intel, Texas Instruments, Marvell, and Lam, and Applied Materials. That's the top ones. So.
Hey, Mark.
ON is in there.
Mark?
What's that?
ON is in Soxel.
Yes, it is. Here's the list. I can count them.
Yeah, I have it here if you want to read it off to you. It's up to you.
8, 9, 10, 11,
It's
12,
30.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 20. Hey, there's 30.
There you have it. And the top one are
I couldn't
the top ones are NVIDIA, Broadcom, AMD, Qualcomm, Micron, Intel, Applied Material, Texas Instruments, Lam Research, and Analog Devices. Those are the top.
Yep, thank you.
No problem.
ON's kicking up again.
Oh, and
Mark. Oh, Mark.
What are you doing in this room? Quit cheating
Oh,
on 'em.
Mark. I came to say, oh, Mark.
Oh,
We miss you on Future Room.
Esteban, one of our primary, I mean, he trades everything, but he primarily trades over at the Future. He come over here to Brown Nose, me over here filling in for Coach.
We made so much money on the Future Room.
Tell me
It's
about
not
it.
even funny.
Tell me
It's
about
not
it.
even funny. It was great. It's been a great morning.
Good. What's the main thing you guys are trading, if there is one single thing?
We're trading M2K, YM.
Good. The Dow?
Yep.
Look at ON.
Yep, the Dow.
If you'd have got in this ON when it was called out, look at that. Is that not a beautiful chart? At no point would you even consider.
Hey, there is some
getting out.
activity in the market. Be careful right now.
What's that?
Look at that.
All right. Goodbye. We miss you in the other room, Mark.
All
Sky is
right.
pumping.
Buy to the upside.
Thank you. Were we waiting on that breakout? Bang. Hasn't broke above the 200 yet, though, on a 1 minute or 2 minute chart. Let's put it on a 1 minute because I don't trade that on a 2 minute. Same thing. Has not broken held above the 200 yet. Caution. Nice gamma candle to the upside. Until that breaks and holds, I'm not convinced. It's teasing us right now.
Nice gamma.
Gamma. Yes, that's a lot of money. Right? You could have played that off the 9, breaking hold of the 9 up to the upside, right? Isn't that pretty? It's still, what's its nemesis? It's a 200. Here it is. Here's one slightly above it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Do it.
Are you in the bathroom, Mark?
No. No. Come on. Let's go.
broke over a double top now.
Yes, that it has. It has not. It's this is your
Did not
confirmation
hold.
candle, but
It has not held.
O-N.
come on. Come on, be careful.
It's also coming up to the 200 on the 2 minute.
Yes,
Coming through.
Yep.
Coming through.
Coming through. Look at that. There's your confirmation candle and the break and hold of the 200. Do you got some
That's the
oomph?
confirmation candle.
Do we got some oomph? I don't know. Do we?
Oh,
Oh, look at my count. I'm up $570 on that.
yum, yum, yum.
Look at that go. Again, that's paper trade money. I'm not even actually managing it. That's not how you trade. You don't get into a trade and go look at other things. That's a no-no. You don't want to do that. That's not good for your bank account, right? So, what the heck else I got? Anyway, I get out of these things. I'm not really trading anyway, right?
It looked like news. Did we get some news?
No, other than the ones that came out at 10 o'clock. That's been a while. What's
it's
IWM
not
doing?
that.
What usually happens, IWM, 10:30, 10:45. Doing anything? Well, it's just going up with the general market. Nothing exciting. Nothing
Yeah, it's not
convincing.
nothing spectacular. Yeah, still holding at that level.
Tesla broke out above his double top also. Got a little bit of energy, not very convincing energy, but it did break that little triple top thing, this strong resistance area that's been trying to bust out of all morning, that 442 area, 442.08, 10, whatever. All right. There's a candle starting on the shoulder previous. You want to see it eat that wick? Eat that wick. Nom, 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 nom. Right? Let's get that. Let's eat it. Come on. Come on, you fat hog. Eat that wick. Come on. You like that? That's one of my futures. We trade lead hogs.
Sure you're not in the bathroom?
No. You know the other thing we trade over on futures? We trade live cattle. I got sounds for everything.
Hey, I'm out.
Tesla still, it's got some strength, right?
NVIDIA is the same too. NVIDIA is at 200 right now. Only 2 minutes.
Okay, here's SPY. Oh, what do we got? What's that dotted yellow line that I got on my SPY chart there, Bruno? Where'd that number come from? Is that right?
The damn all 283. 683, I'm sorry.
683, huh?
Same line, same damn level.
Guess who else has that line on their chart? Every one of our paid members that were here in the morning to get the pre-market setup numbers. Trading ideas. Another benefit of a paid membership. If you haven't already, make sure you head on to our website, American Dream Trading. Get over there now. Check out all our different promotions we got going on as we speak. Tesla still stair-stepping to the upside. Getting a little exciting after sitting here watching the paint dry. You got to be in it to win it, right? Ooh, what happened there? You see that? Did anybody else's chart do that Weeble? That thing just dumped for a fraction of a second. Was that a glitch in the universe or was that an actual sale?
That was crazy.
Clean out.
That was a stop you out thing. Look at the wick on that.
Crazy.
Who's making money? We know the Apple gang did.
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
Money, 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 money.
I can't play that. I got smacked by YouTube for playing that the other day.
That's why I sang it.
We didn't get a strike against us. We got kind of like a warning. Coach was like, "What are you doing over there? Are you going rogue on me?" Yes, sir, I did. Sorry. I play that all the time. That's the first time I ever got flagged on it. But I know not to do that again.
Hey, Mark, you could change the words on that song and use honey, 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 honey.
Yeah. I'm not that creative.
And sing it yourself.
Yep. Oh, yeah. You want me to sing? Is that what you're asking? Do you want to hear me sing? Is that what you
do
just asked?
slow. Just turn it into a country song.
Yeah.
You like?
Nah, we're good.
Nah, I don't think he did, Mark.
All right, well, I'll take requests.
Sing.
It's okay. It's
sing.
okay.
I mean, it is
Please
Christmas
sing.
season and all,
Well, if you're in the bathroom, man, I'm sure nobody else will hear it.
RNB Strat says, do you, I assume he's talking about me, like Tradeify, because he sees, by the way, since I haven't mentioned it today, we do have an affiliate agreement with Tradeify, or as I like to call it, Tradeify, because it's spelled trade with IFY. Tradeify. It's a prop firm. You can get a special discount because of our unique arrangement with Tradeify by using Coach's code ADT to get a discount off the published website fees. All right, their membership things. Yes, I do like Tradeify. I have a demo account that I've been trading. I don't have, I'd have to load it up, and I don't have it loaded up right now. But yes, I do like it. Works very well. It uses TradingView or Tradeovate's charting systems to trade within. I like it a lot. It works well. But yeah, you can go check that out. You can get a demo account. You can do all that stuff, right? But if you use the coach's code ADT, you can get a substantial discount off the monthly fees. Check that out. Thank you for asking. Now, do I trade on a prop firm? No, not really. Why is that? Because I don't like rules. Only rules I like are coaches' rules. I have a hard enough time following them ones. They have unique rules. Well, they're not unique rules. They're there for a reason, right? To make sure you're following the rules of trading. And if you don't, and if you break their rules, you get kicked out and you got to start all over again and pay another fee. So that's the downside of a prop firm, right? If you're an educated trader and you can agree to stick within their parameters and their rules that they have on a daily basis until you get a funded account, yes, it can be rewarding. Just remember, there's no slack. You break the rule, you're automatically kicked out and you got to pay the fee all over again. So, but yeah, check it out. Let us know what you think. I think you'll like it. I don't recommend things, and I'm not recommending this Tradeify just because Coach told me to. All right, I actually used it. I actually have it. I have an account, and I do trade it. It does work well, and I do like it. I haven't tried many others. I have tried other brokers that I like and don't like. I have my own opinions. I like Webull. I like Tradeovate for trading futures. Webull, all of them. So it's trading with what you're comfortable with. It doesn't necessarily one broker better than the other. It's knowing how to use your broker's software to conduct your trades. That's the important thing. Okay. Yes, there are baby brokers, their margin requirements, their fees are different or whatever, right? Your commissions. And, when your trading account gets big enough, then those things kind of matter a little bit. But until then, don't sweat the small stuff. Get with the broker you like. We use, the largest one we use here at American Dream Trading is Webull, because most of us came in here not knowing anything, and we saw Coach using Webull, and we kind of want to learn the same way, so we use Webull. It's very, very easy to use, very intuitive once you learn it. You can, all these things you see here, all this clutter, and I have more on here than I normally would, but I have it here for a reason, just because I'm sharing in case somebody had a question about something. And these are all widgets. Each one of these things I can add or remove or add even more. I could have 10 charts here if I wanted to. You see I have 2. But Webull, I would say, without a doubt, our members feel pretty good using Webull. Does it have issues from time to time? Well, sure, they all do, right? If you're going to trade every time something doesn't go right your way every single time, well, okay. You're never going to have one certain broker, right? So, Anyway. All right, who's been over to our website, American Dream Trading? Over there, get our special promos. We do have the Diamond Lifetime membership. It is going away for good at the end of the month. The Diamond Lifetime memberships at the $5,000 price. It will immediately, I believe, go back to $15,000 or $20,000 after that. So don't be the one that wants to look back on January 1st and say, dang it, I wish I'd have bought that. If you can find a way, sell the wife, sell the neighbor's wife, sell the car, sell the kids, sell a kidney, whatever. You know, if you can find a way to work it in there and get that Diamond membership, I would highly recommend you jump off the fence and get her done. Get her done today. You know, because you know what Matthew would say about that.
All right, all right,
Yeah,
all
it is.
right.
The Diamond membership is all right. Tesla, who's got a level on Tesla? Mia wants to know in the live Zoom chat, what's your next level of the upside? I don't have one till 448.26, but that's probably a 4-hour level, I would imagine. Members, what do you have above 444.50? Anyone? Tesla, above 444.50. Anybody got a level? All right, I'll find one for you. Hang on. Look back. Go back, go look at a 4-hour chart. Go back and see what you got. I can see a little bit of activity over here. Let's zoom in here a little bit. I'm going to end up with a bunch of lines, but there's a little minor line there. We could probably pop in that one. Some levels up here.
448.
Is that a question or is that a comment?
448 is what I got.
Okay, thank you. I had a 448, whatever I said.
Marty 2.0. Marty stands for Minnesota's Advanced Rural Transit Innovation.
Somebody's got an open mic with TV or something playing in the background. Please mute that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Anyhow. I got a 445.90. You might as well call it 496. I don't know. It's up there. I just popped on there. So we have that Diamond Lifetime. You need to get that. We also have the VIP and Futures memberships. If you purchase a annual membership, we will throw in absolutely free 1 year of VIP Gold if you buy the VIP package. Or if you buy the Futures, we'll throw in a Futures VIP package. But if you pay annually, and we have the Diamond memberships. We also have 3 programs that have an absolutely free 7-day trial. That's the premium membership. We also have the crypto and we have the futures. You can get those for 7 days absolutely free with all the benefit and privileges of a paid membership for absolutely free. So I don't know what you're waiting on. Check it out. You will need our free Discord there because that's where we post our live Zoom training links every morning. Billy Mack, got your hand up. What's up?
Yeah, hi, Mark. My question has to do with if you could get on the trading view with coaches indicators, are you able to do that?
Yes, the Coaches 3.0 indicators only work with TradingView. You have to have a...
Right, but can you do that? Because my question goes along the lines with the TradingView and coaches indicators.
Well, I don't have this set up to switch to that right away this morning, but yes, I can.
Oh, okay. My question would... Yeah.
Well, let me look and see here. Hang on.
Because my question would go with it right now as SPY is trading up here on a 2-minute chart because it's near the top edge of a down regression channel.
Okay.
But it has been stair-stepping up. So I just had a question of, we're right between like a today high, the 200, and we're at the top of that regression down channel.
Mm-hmm.
So I just, and we're above, above VWAP and all that and above the 9.
Right.
But my question is like, what would you be looking at right here as a scalper? What are you looking for here? Because we could be coming to, it's been stepping up.
I got my TradingView open on my other system here. Let me look real quick. Tesla.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
I can do that. It'll be easier than trying to.
Right.
GSLA. All right. What do you see? What's the green line you see on a Tesla? What are you trading on? 2 minute, 1 minute?
2 minute on the SPY.
Oh, SPY? I thought you said
Yes,
Tesla.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, my bad. My bad. Hang on.
No, maybe I didn't say that.
No, you did. I just don't listen. I have my hearing aid in. On a SPY 2 minute chart, what do you see there? What is that green line? What do you see? Where's it at in relationship to your current candle?
The green line is above. You're talking about the green line of
What
the down
is the
regression
green
channel.
line? What is the green line? What is it?
Oh, today. Well, which one? The horizontal is today's high.
No, the trend channel
Regression
line.
channel.
What does that green line represent?
That's the high of the channel.
That is the top of the channel.
Top of the channel.
What is the red line down below it? At the way
That's
down
200.
Now the red line down around that 678. What does that represent?
Well, that's the bottom end of the channel.
Okay, and what is the gray line in the middle between those two? What does that represent?
That's the median, the middle one.
Here's my advice for you, young Padawan, or whatever you say it in Star Wars lingo. You better respect that green line to the upside. You better respect that red line to the downside. Why do I say that? Because I use Coach's 3.0 indicators with my paid membership and my trading view religiously every single day, all day long. If you don't respect that green line on the top of that channel, you try to enter a trade right there, you'll probably not be happy with the results. You want to wait for a break and hold above that. Same way as if it was going to the downside. You better respect. And I've had people doubt me. They've called me out on it in the futures, not in here. Oh, I don't know about that. And so that's why every day I'm like, see, better respect that line, right? It's a trend, right? It's a trend channel. Until it breaks and holds above that, I would go as far as to say I would enter the trade till it breaks and holds above the trend line, the top green line, or if you were playing down to the downside. The middle, the median, I don't get too hung up on that myself. Now, do I want to diddle in the middle? No, I don't. And that's what that means, right? But it's neither good nor bad, right? And if you want to look at it that way, it's the median, right? But you better just go ahead and play this and watch that, see what it does as it gets. Presently, if it hits it, it's 683.14, but that changes every minute when it updates. And you'll see it just like you drew a historical line on your chart. It will respect Coach's 3.0 indicators. That's where his 33 years of experience in the market and us designing this based on what he wanted to see, how effective it is. I'll tell you what, it'll blow your mind. There's certain things I'm not allowed to say because we can't guarantee things, but I'll tell you what, play that green line, see what happens.
Now, when you say play that green line, what am I playing? Am I playing like a break and hold?
Break and hold, buddy, break and hold.
Okay.
I would wait for a break and hold above the top of that trend channel. And that's all it is, a trend channel. We call it a regression channel, but the trend on the 2 minute chart is gently down, right? Overall, trend is your friend. Now it can break through, but even if it gets some energy to break through up there, I would highly recommend, and you have to test this out so you know it in your own mind over and over and over again. And I have, that's why I trust it. I would wait for the break and hold above that line with that confirmation candle before considering it. That's how powerful this indicator is. Coach's 3.0. You can, you can't really go back and look at this unless you're doing a replay to, because it's a mathematical model and it adjusts every minute, right? I mean, you can go back on any chart and use the replay mode and you'll see how that bounces off that, right? It's just like drawing a historical level on your chart. So I had one member called me out. Well, I don't know if I buy that. Well, okay. Well, guess what I'm going to do till ad nauseum? I'm going to prove to you how effective that is, right? And I have, and I still do every single day. I'll say, well, here it comes up on top of that trend line or the bottom of it, right? Now, again, it's like everything else. Nothing is 100%, right? What do we expect to happen in VWAP? We expect it to slow down, stop, or reject off of it, right? Well, sometimes it don't. Sometimes that 20% rule comes in and blows right through it, right? You don't care it's there. So, but prove it to yourself. Really pay attention to the top of the channel and to the bottom. It's not any different if you draw a parallel channel on your chart. You can do that in Webull, any broker. You can do it. when you want to see a trend line, or you want to see it break and hold above the top of the trend, right? Or for play to the downside, you want to see it break and hold there. Look at your on SPY. What line's at right now? The 200, right? If I was going to enter this trade to the downside, what am I going to wait on? I'm going to wait on the break and hold to the downside for enter. Why? Because the 200 is a powerful line on my chart, right?
Right.
So you treat all these things in the same manner. Is one stronger? Well, we know VWAP's the strongest. The 200 is probably the second strongest, right? Depending on your trading strategy. And I trade off the break and hold of the nines. I respect them, those lines. Do I personally put as much weight on the 55? Probably not, but I still respect it, right?
Right. Right.
Just me. But you have to prove to yourself these things work. Do I trust my indicators? We say that every day. Do I really trust my indicators? Do I trust my training on these indicators? Do I even understand what these indicators are? Well, you got to know that to start with. You need to train it, right? But until you can trust your indicators and see statistically that they work, right? I don't know. I'm not going to quote a percentage. Let's just say it's 80-20. Okay? Again, this is just for educational purposes only. This is not a factual number. Let's just say it works 80% of the time. Well, you still got to wait and see, because maybe it's that 20% of the time it just blows right through it, right?
Right.
So as we approach historical lines on our chart, whether it's here, let's get SPY. So we're talking, here's the 200. I got a few lines on my charts. These are all points of decision. What am I going to do as my candle approaches these things? Am I going to get out of the trade? Or maybe I'm thinking about getting in it. Do I want to get in it? Well, if I do, I better wait on a good, strong indication that wants to keep going the direction I want to go, right? Maybe it needs to break and hold. Every line that we teach you how to do, every indicator that we teach you how to use, right? Every trading strategy that we also teach you how to use, all are dependent on what's on your chart. And these are all points of decision. This is the roadmap. I use the example. Let's say you live in Miami and you want to go to Anchorage, Alaska. I don't know why you'd want to, but let's just say you do. Can you get there by driving, just getting in your car and taking off without a map, without GPS, without your cell phone? Yeah, you could get there. Why? All I got to do is head northwest, right, from Miami.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what if I don't head northwest at a steep enough degree? Where am I going to end up at? I may end up in the middle of California, right? I may end up in Oregon, right? But if I have a map, the statistical odds of me getting there are a lot better, are they not? Or if I have my Google Maps or Apple Maps or whatever whatever you use, if I have that, if I trust them, right? Do I trust my Google Maps? Then my statistical odds of success of reaching my destination are greatly improved. And we all know, if you've ever used Google Maps or Apple, any of them, right? They ain't always right. It'll tell you turn left here, and there ain't no left to turn there, right?
True.
But until you use the software, whether it's a mapping program or whether it's a stock chart using indicators, until you use them over and over, and you know in your knower that you know, because your knower you told you that you won't learn to trust your indicators. And you have to do that. And that only comes through time and experience. So the question you need to ask yourself, and I have a little thingy I made. Let me see if I can find that for you. I'll put it in the Zoom chat, and you could just go ahead and just use it how you like. Let's see if I can find my folder here. I don't know where my folders are hit at right now. Do I trust my indicators? Oh, here it is, over here. Hang on. Let me get this. I'll put it right there in the old Zoom for you. If I can find it. Let's see, I got the right folder. And let's see here. Where's it at? Apparently I didn't name it Do I Trust. Oh, yes, I did. All right, here it is. It's going into the Zoom chat for you as we speak. Download that and put that on your computer or print it out. Write yourself a little notey. Do I trust my indicators and my chart levels? Until you do, you're going to be a very nervous Nelly trading.
Okay.
So, but I can't make you trust your indicators. How do you trust? How do you develop trust?
Well, I just got to...
Right? If I tell you to follow that old backward, that trust fall thing they like to do, is team building, right? If I stand behind you and tell you, go ahead and fall, I'll catch you. I catch you once. Oh, I can trust you, Mark. and then I tell you to fall again, and I let you hit the ground, smack your noggin. Did we establish trust because I seen it happen once? Nope. Trust has to be earned. And the only way you can earn the trust of your indicators is by proving them out to yourself. Nothing I can say can make you trust them.
Okay.
I know that was a long-winded because I am long-winded.
No, it was very good. It was very good. Thank you, Mark.
Anyway, I'm glad you all could be here today. I managed to talk about an hour, 2 hours on 5 breaths, maybe 6. Just for the record, Bruno, I did pause a couple times. One of the times was to let David talk. Glad you could be here. We are live here 3 times every day. Coach is live from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm live with the Futures program starting at 2 p.m. through 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we have the Aftermarket Show with our host, Don, over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. If you haven't already.
I just want to add once, Mark, that while you were pausing for David to make his comment, that you still were doing it with one breath.
Yes, I was. I held my breath. And make sure you hit the Aftermarket Show starting at 4 p.m. over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. Head on over to our website, which is AmericanDreamTrading.com. There, I said it. Where you'll find over 3,000 absolutely, positively free. Oh, or wait a minute, that's YouTube. Get on our website. Yes, I am getting tired now. Our website for all our membership listings and promotions. And grab that free Discord because you'll need that for your membership to get into our live Zoom calls every morning. Head on over, check out our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. There's over 3,000 trading videos there for you to watch at your leisure, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Upon completion of this program and all our live programs, they are auto-posted on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading, for you to review, watch over, review, whatever. Share. Please share them out. If you want to see other people be successful, share out these feeds. So I appreciate you all being here. Again, my name is Mark McC, filling in for Coach. I'm sitting here. I don't know how well I fit in or not, but hopefully Coach will be back here shortly. If he isn't, well, somebody will be here. We will do what we got to do. Right, Don? Right, Don?
That's right, Mark.
Okay. All right, so thank you all for being here. We, in time we meet again, make sure you're kind to others. Make sure you're an encourager, not a discourager. Let's lift people up. It's the world's full of people who want to tear you down and stomp on you. If you don't believe it, go talk to somebody that works in retail. Next time you're in a retail store, try to go act crazy and act extra nuts and try to really pep them up and wish them a good day and make them cheer. Put a crazy smile on your face and see the reaction. Lift people up, don't tear them down. It's too easy. Till we meet again, we'll see you same time, same bat channel.
Thanks, Mark.
Good job, Mark.
Thank you, Mark.